Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today we are going to be looking at some pens because I literally cannot resist. When I see an ad for pens, I'm just like, ooh, I wonder if those will work cool. Like, I wonder if they'll work great. So we're gonna take a look at the new Pentel EnerGel Kuro. I think that's how you say it. If I'm butchering it, just leave me alone. But there are 5 different packs that I was able to find on Amazon. So we have a Shades of Joy, Shades of Peace, Shades of the Ocean, Shades of Leaves, and then Shades of Black, which have just really dark colors in it. So I'm just going to take you along with me and we're just going to take a look. I have not opened these yet. They come in like these cardboarded boxes. So I haven't opened them yet, and we'll just kind of look at them together and see, are these good pens? These two look like they're pretty similar in colors. These ones definitely have like that fall vibe. And then these ones are a little bit more on like the brighter, and then we have darker. These ranged from $9 to like $12, depending on which one, and really depending on like the listing you find on Amazon for them. But I will link them all down below. They are all 0.7 millimeter, looks like. So they're all medium. They're supposed to be quick drying, ultra smooth. These two have 6, and then these 3 have 5. So we'll kind of just see what these look like. So I kind of paired them with like what I thought their opposite was. So like we have, of course, Shades of Joy and then Shades of Peace. I think like these two go together really well. The Shades of the Ocean and then Shades of Leaves, I feel like went together, and then we just had the black. So let's try the black first and just see what happens. I'm going to use my Erin Condren notebook that I have. I've had this for a little while, but I do know this is like nicer paper. So we're going to try testing these pens out. And this might just be like my new pen testing book. So Shades of Black, and you can see here, it's 5 different shades of black ink. And just kind of based on what each of these looks like, it looks like, there's probably like a black, looks like there's like a maroon, a purple. Yeah, so it looks like they're just really, really dark colors. I don't think you can see on that color wheel either what they actually have in here. So we're just going to have to experience this together and see what they are about. I just can't resist pens, you guys. Like, I need to stop. Am I still going to go and use my same pen that I always use? Probably. Okay, so we have, looks like a dark green. I'm assuming this one's probably the black. And this one might be a brown, maybe. I'm going based on like this color. We have like a maroon and then like a plum purple. So let's just kind of find out. So I'm assuming this one's going to be the black. They all have the little fun nibs on them. Here's what we're looking like. It's just a nice clicky pen. So let's see. These are the Kuro. Ooh, right off the bat, I kind of like how this writes. Okay. I like how that writes. And it doesn't smear. I did go over like this one pretty much right away, like that word, and it didn't smear. So there's the black. Oh, I guess I should do this little thing, huh? Yeah, it's not smearing. Okay. So far, that's a win. Again, I'm assuming this one might be brown, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they're all just going to be brown, like black, and then, we'll find out. So Shades of Black. So we'll see if this, I really can't tell. Is this really just black? This one's like a, I don't know if you guys can see. This one is like a really black, and this one's black, but it's like not as saturated black. I don't know if that makes sense, and I genuinely don't know if you can tell. So not brown. It's definitely still black, but it's kind of like between these two. It's kind of almost a little faded. Like it's just not as saturated as a black, which might not be a bad thing if that's something you're looking for. Okay, so this one we're thinking might be more of a red, and maybe I'm just like, maybe these aren't gonna be that at all. Oh no, okay, so yeah, it does have a little bit of red to it for sure. I would say this one's more of like a red brown. shade for sure. So again, I don't know how well you guys can see. It's really hard to see. Like, they're really close in color for the most part. All right, this one has the green. But I'm like, is it really green? I don't know. I do like the way these write. So that's a plus. Okay, I don't think there's any. Oh no, it's like, you guys, these are so dark. Okay, I kind of get it now. So shades of black, they're basically like really dark to where it's really hard to see the color, but it does have like the slightest hint of olive tint in it, but it's still black. I don't know. This is mind tripping me, man. Okay, this one's the purple one, which this one was the one that I was like most excited about. I was like, yeah, we're gonna get that one just so I can see like maybe just like a really dark purple. I mean, maybe you could use these for those times when they say you have to write with a black pen, but you want like a little bit of color and you want to be a little rebellious. Like maybe that's what this is for. Okay, so yeah, again, I don't know if you guys can tell at all, but that does have like, it's like a really like black plum basically. So you guys, I guess you could use these to rebel. And this one, the more I'm looking at it, kind of has like maybe a little bit more blue in it. Now that I'm seeing it with the other shades, I'm like, that kind of makes sense that this one's a little bit more blue. Um, even though the pen is brown on the thing, so that didn't really make sense. But it definitely has a little bit more of like a blue tint to it. And then we have the red tint, a little bit of green, and then the purple. So if you want to be a little rebellious and they're like, you can only use a black pen, maybe these are the pens to do, because it is really hard to tell. I think the one that you could tell the most that's definitely not black is the red one. The other two, like, I think you could get away with the plum one. And then now the more that I look at it, the more I'm like seeing the color. But again, I don't know how well that's translating into camera. So that's those ones. Okay, so that was the shades of black. So interesting. I don't know. I'm just like, that's cool. Okay, let's look at joy and peace, which I think these are going to be my favorite because it's basically giving you the rainbow between the two packs. So let's try the shades of joy first, since this has the red in my brain. I'm like, I gotta go in rainbow order. So we're going to use these ones first. And these ones come with 6. So we'll kind of see what we have here. All right, so we have a red. And again, all of these are the same 7.7 millimeters, and then essentially they're all exactly the same as far as the body and like the grip and all that good stuff. Okay, so this one is the Kuro. Ooh, that's a bright red. This is shades of, what is this, joy? And definitely not smearing. So that's good news. That's the red. Then we have our orange. I am impressed with how these are writing. I don't really see any skipping going on, even like right when I start the pen. So I do appreciate that. There's no yellow, which makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. There's no yellow in here. This one's like the teal color. That one's a pretty color. So far, I'm pretty impressed with these. Ooh, this is a really pretty blue. That one's really pretty. Really pretty blue. Always looking for a purple pen. Always. That one's nice. I feel like that one didn't write as nice as the other ones. I don't know if mine's just like dried out or something, but okay, and this one is pink. Yeah, I feel like the purple one just didn't, like, was a little scratchier, but I wonder if that one's just like a little bit more dried out or something. Okay, so that's the Shades of Joy pack. Really, really like those. Now let's look at Shades of Peace and see. So far, I think I'm liking these a little bit better than like my like Paper Mate. Because I feel like the Paper Mates do smear. These ones did not smear, like, and I touched it right after. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's start with green first. Okay, so now these ones are the Shades of Peace. And again, right after, going over it, no smearing, like literally right after writing that. So these ones are definitely winning the smear test for sure. Okay, so we have our shades of green. This one might actually be the same color that we had up here. I'm wondering if this is going to be that same exact color. So we might have some like duplicating of colors between these two, which, oops. Sorry, I was looking at Joy and then I almost wrote Joy. But those do look like the same color. Ignore my misspelling because I was going to write Joy because I was looking at it. But it looks like these two are the same color. So you are going to be getting, same colors. And I'm thinking this one might also be the same color. So you might be getting two colors in this pack that are already in the other one. Yeah, it looks like it. This one looks pretty much the same. We'll test it out too afterwards and just confirm, but I'm pretty sure those are the same colors as they're in there. So it does look like you're going to get duplicates if you get both. But those are really pretty colors. So I mean, I'm not super mad about it. This one's a nice like navy, really dark navy blue. And then the last one, this one's probably just like a nice, your normal like dark blue. This one's kind of like the purple pen where I feel like it's not writing as well, but I don't know if it's just because it's dried out already or something. Okay, so just a little test too. I'm pretty sure these are the same color. So this one's from the Joy set, just so we can see. That one's from the Joy, and then taking that same one, and this one's from Peace. So yeah, those are the same colors between the two. And then again, here's the blue from the Joy, and then here's the blue from the Peace. So yeah, you are getting duplicate colors between those two, but those are the only two colors in those two packs that were the exact same. So that is definitely helpful to know. And then this really dark navy was not in the shades of black, so you are getting like a new blue between that. So other than that, those are the only two shades that like duplicate between the two of those. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep these separate or not. So I'm just going to shove them over in the corner. Okay, we have two more sets. So now I gotta turn some pages because I don't like writing on spiral side. I think that's gonna mess me up. Okay, so now we have Shades of Leaves and then Shades of the Ocean. These both have 5 in them. So let's do the leaves first. And then we'll have to see if any of these colors, like maybe these two, kind of look like they might be what was in Joy. So we'll definitely have to test that out. But maybe this is a darker red because that one was a really bright red. So maybe this one would be really dark. I don't know. What are we doing? Okay, no. Now I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so this is Shades of Leaves. There's that red, and again, going over it right away. No smearing. All right, and orange. Again, this one might end up being the exact same. It looks like it. Looks like they might be the same. Same with these greens. So I almost feel like if you have those other 2 packs, you might not really need this pack, because this green might be the same too. We'll test it out again after, but I have a feeling that these are the same greens that were in the Peace pack. So we will find out after I put my ugly scribble of all the colors. The only color that might be different is this one, which is, it's a brown. It looks like it's going to be brown, which would make sense if this is like trees and all that. Yeah, so this is a brown. So maybe if you're really wanting a brown pen, then this pack would be worth it. But I have a feeling that all of these are the same from our other packs. So let's look, because I'm pretty sure they're the same. Okay, so this one is the red from Leaves. And then this one is the red from Joy. Yep, same thing. Then we also have the orange from Leaves. I'm so sorry that my handwriting is literal trash, but I'm just trying to do this quickly so we can confirm, because like if you don't need to buy both of them, then don't buy both of them, you know? Okay, so those are all the exact same. Now the greens. So this is the green from Leaves. And this is the green from Peace. And then we have the green from Leaves. Oh my gosh, my hand. Don't look at my handwriting. This is literally for research purposes. And then this one's from Peace. Okay, so the only new color in the Shades of Leaves pack is the brown. If you have Joy and Peace, you have basically all the colors except brown. So, good to know. And again, that brown wasn't in the Shades of Black, so you weren't getting that there either. So that's good to know. I have a feeling this is going to be the same case for the Shades of Ocean. I now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is literally going to be the same exact thing as both the Joy and the Peace. Like I just know it. But we're going to do it anyway for research purposes. Might as well. We already have them. I will test it out so that way you guys do not have to find out later that you just purchased, you know, the same exact thing. So this one is Shades of the Ocean. Again, pretty sure this is the same color that we've already seen. I'm just going to put Shades of Ocean. It's really called Shades of the Ocean, but I'm just going to do Shades of Ocean. Again, passes the smear test. Then we're going to, this one did not have a thingy on it. If this is dried out, okay, it's not. I was like, I'm going to be mad if it's dried out because it did not have a thingy on it and I haven't taken it off yet. Okay, this one does. I'm doing this one in a different order than I did the other one because I really should have done it in this order the first time I did these colors, but I didn't. I really need to put a trash can by my desk because all those little balls are just all over my desk. Lost. Okay, so again, pretty sure all these are the same exact shades. Like zero differences. I feel like this purple wrote a little bit better and maybe it just like wasn't as dried out. So there's all the colors in the Shades of the Ocean. Again, I'm 99% sure we saw all those colors already. So let's test it out. I can do it on this side. Okay, so this is the Ocean. What have I been writing? I've been doing a scribble and then writing Ocean. Okay, this one is Ocean. And then again, we had that green in both the Joy and Peace. So we do have that. Here's the blue that was in Ocean. Again, we had this one in both Joy and Peace. So same exact. This blue from Ocean, we saw in Peace. Find it. There it is. That one kind of died a little bit. And then this darker blue from Ocean. we saw in Peace as well. Yep, same exact. And then the purple we saw in Joy. So this is the purple from Ocean. And this is the purple from Joy. Same exact, except I think this one's a little bit dried out. So I guess I'm glad that I have the other one so I can replace this purple because it's a little dried out. So I would definitely say Shades of Ocean is not worth it if you already have Shades of Peace and Shades of Joy. If you have these two, you do not need this one. So, process of elimination, you do not need this one at all if you get these two. So that's helpful. And then you only would want this one if you want a brown. That is the only reason why you would want this one. Otherwise, these two have all the colors except the brown. So if you're wanting brown, then like these three would be the ones. But I would just skip out on this one altogether because they're literally the same colors that's between these two packs. So why get three when you can have just these two and have all the same colors? And then of course we have the Shades of Black, which was all completely different colors. So I'm glad that I was able to find them all because I was really curious because it's hard to tell, you know, when you're looking at them, you're like, oh yeah, like those could be the same colors maybe. And then like those could be the same colors maybe, but it's like you never know until you get it. So I thought I would just be the guinea pig and get all of them and test them all out so you could see. But that is kind of what my thesis is. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Is that this one, don't get it. The Ocean one, definitely not worth it. All getting the first two, the Joy and the Peace, I think, and then the Black one, I think this side, totally worth it. And then the Leaves one, again, if you're just looking for a brown. But these are really great pens. They didn't smear. You know, I wrote right away. And then even like going over it as I'm writing, they aren't smearing. So they definitely don't smear. So for lefties, this is definitely a lefty friendly pen. Again, I will have them linked down for you down in the description below if you guys are looking for new pens. But I just thought I would test them out because I saw an ad for them and I was like, ooh, those look fun. And I'm always looking for pens that don't smear because that's like the main thing that ruins my planner spreads for me is when I write and then it smears and then I just like feel like it just completely ruins my planner when that happens. So I'm always looking for pens that don't do that. And I feel like these ones pass that test really, really well. So there you go, you guys. If you've been looking at these or been curious about these, hopefully this is helpful to you. But I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!